Hey guys, today's topic is AI, and like most topics, people have a range of opinions on it. So this video is to give you our opinion on AI and our current policy as to how we will use AI and how we are using AI. So, from our own experience and my own experience, one of the most annoying things on the internet at the moment is all the fake AI nonsense. So obviously I spend a lot of time as we post on Facebook and Twitter and TikTok and Instagram and Patreon every day. So in the process of doing that, obviously I get to see other content as well. And the amount of fake AI shit that has become really popular, a UFO, lots of UFO ones, lots of just this fake rubbish really, and they don't tell you it's AI. So our opinion on the AI stuff is that fake, deceptive stuff is really bad. That's the stuff we don't like, because it's fake and it's deceiving people. If they tell you it's fake right from the start, then we don't have a problem with it. But deceiving people, and it seems people are so gullible, some people are so gullible that this stuff gets really popular, which is just a shame really. It's sort of spoiling the internet, because the genuinely amazing stuff now seems less amazing because there's so much fake AI nonsense. So that's our thinking about the AI. The deceptive, the use of it, the AI itself's okay, it's how people use it. The deceptive way that some people use it to get their clicks, the clickbait rubbish, as far as we're concerned, that's really, really bad news. However, when it comes to our videos, and particularly our thumbnails, over the years, the last 15 years, what we try to do is, if we make a video about a rice harvester, the thumbnail will be an image of a rice harvester. If it's of a vending machine, it'll be a vending machine. We try to make our thumbnails as representative as possible about what the video is about. However, now and again we get a topic where you can't get a real picture. So for example, we did one recently with an angry old man in Japan. That was the topic. And rather than wait till we got some angry old guy and take a picture of him, which wouldn't be a cool thing to do, or to use a stock photo from the internet of an angry old man, what we do is we use cartoon images, because we figure that's not deceptive. And it's also not going to offend anybody. If you take a photo of some angry old guy and put him on the internet, that's not cool, right? So we think the cartoon option is a good option. So the angry old man. Now and again you get something difficult topic like fat people, or I don't know. Fat one would be easy to do. I could do that myself. But sometimes we get a topic where it's hard to get actual real picture of whatever it is we're talking about, and so we'll use a cartoon image instead, right? Clearly a cartoon image, not meant to deceive anybody, okay? So recently what we discovered is that we had a couple of topics, only two, where one was about the waiting. It was supposed to be about me waiting at the school for some event, and I couldn't actually get a picture of myself doing it at the time because there was stuff going on and there was people around me. So what I did is I got an AI version, but what I did was you can choose to make it look like a real person, or you can choose to make it look like an animated version, right? Which is clearly an animation, clearly a cartoon, right? Clearly not real. And so no deceptiveness to it. So I used that. And then recently, what was the other one? Oh, the person getting arrested in Japan. Again, I don't really want to use an image of a real person getting arrested in Japan. So used an AI generated one, which again, you got the choice of having it make it look real, like a real person, or you can get an animated style, which is what I did. So when you looked at it, you didn't think, oh, that's a real person. What you looked at it and you thought, that's like an animated version of a person, right? So some people have taken exception to it and don't like it, and expressed it in quite an emotional way. So what our policy is going to be is, occasionally if we can use AI for something that we think is worthwhile, we're going to do it. We're going to make a point of not using the imagery that looks real, like the fake UFO stuff. We're not going to use any of that because we think that's deceptive. So nothing we're going to post is going to be deceptive. But now and again, if we can't find a cartoon version, or if we can't make a real, first priority is to use the real image, right? So the real image of the rice harvester, that's what we'd use. Our second option, if we can't do that, is to look for a cartoon version of the same thing. If we can't find one of those, the next option is to use AI to create one. but it's going to be a cartoon version that even the stupidest person is not going to think it's real, okay? Because they're going to look at it, they're going to know it's a cartoon, they're going to know it's not a real person, okay? Because then there's no deceptiveness to it. So we understand, we hate that deceptive AI stuff, so we hate that as well. However, some people seem to hate anything that's AI, which they're going to have some pretty miserable lives, I'm guessing, because it looks like it's the way that we're going to be surrounded by it in the future. So those people are going to have some pretty unhappy lives. While I'm on that, one guy threatened, if you use that anymore, I'm going to unsub. Okay, bye-bye. 15 years we had people tell us, if you make videos about that topic, I'm going to unsubscribe. If you keep giving that opinion, I'm going to unsubscribe. If you keep doing that, or if you don't do that, or you do this, trying to change what we do. And if we don't do what they want us to do, or stop doing what they don't want us to do, they're going to unsubscribe. And for 15 years, the response to that's been the same. Bye-bye. Right? Don't like it, leave. Don't waste your time telling us to change what we're doing, or you'll leave, because you're just wasting your time. You don't like what we're doing, stop watching. Unsubscribe. You know, because we're not going to change what we're doing. The people who support what we do and like what we do, they want us to continue to doing it the way that we do it. You know, the reason that we can do that is our patrons on Patreon, our supporters on Ko-fi, and our supporters on PayPal. They allow us to do it the way we want to do it and not change it because one guy says he's going to unsubscribe, or 10 guys say they're going to unsubscribe. So don't waste your time. If you don't like what we're doing, stop watching. Don't bother telling us, because we don't care, right? You know, stop doing that, or do this, or I'm going to leave. Well, just leave. Just quietly leave. It'll be fine. It'll be okay, because we're not going to change what we do. Okay. So as far as the AI, that's our policy. We promise you, we're not going to post anything deceptive. You know, because everything that we've done for the last 15 years has been aimed at being honest and truthful in what we say and what we do. And so anything that we use for AI, it's clearly going to be AI. It's clearly going to be not real. Okay, there's not going to be any UFOs floating over the rice fields or any of that rubbish that we're seeing at the moment all over the internet. Anything that we post that's not real will be clearly not real. Okay, we'll give you that undertaking for the next 15 years, okay? So, I do have a bit of an image in my mind. I've always wanted to do, I did a story once on Miyamoto Musashi, just a fascinating character from 500 years ago. He is Japan's most amazing swordsman, you know, and there's amazing stories about him. I did a video about him years ago, and I've always been a bit frustrated that I couldn't do it with some sort of animation to it. And it could be possible at some time in the future. I wouldn't mind doing a video about him again, using some animation, but again, I'd use animation. So anything that we do from AI or cartoons or stock footage or anything else that's not a piece of video that we've actually shot ourselves is going to be clearly not real. We'll give you that undertaking. Okay? And anybody that looks like a cartoon and thinks it's real, well, there's not much we can do about that. We can't help them, can we? They're beyond help. Anyway, that's it. And again, just before I go, these sort of things, there's an element of people that think that they can aggressively or rudely give their opinion, and then if we don't accept it, or if we delete their rudeness, that they get all emotional and say this guy doesn't want anybody else's opinions. You can prove for yourself that's not true. You can go to any one of our videos and read the comments. You'll often find people have different opinions in the comments anyway from what was said in the video. However, if you want to test it for yourself, go to a bunch of our videos, particularly the ones that are more controversial. Go to any of those and leave an opinion on that topic that is totally opposite to the opinion expressed in the video, and come back and check it a year later. It'll still be there, I promise you, providing it doesn't include a bunch of rudeness. There's an element of people that go, you got no idea what you're talking about, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that, that's all wrong. And then that comment will either get picked up by YouTube. If it's got really severe insults in it, YouTube actually removes it. However, if YouTube doesn't remove it, but it's all insults, the same as if someone pinned a poster to your front door that said, you know, you're a rude prick and you need to learn some manners. Would you leave that poster on your front door, or would you remove it? Right? So these guys that come along with their rudeness, they're not they're not expressing an opinion on the topic. They're giving a bunch of personal abuse and rudeness. And then if that rudeness gets removed, then they complain and whinge about it that my opinion was different, so it got removed. Total nonsense. Total nonsense. And as I said, you can prove it for yourself. Go to any of the controversial videos that are about topics that people have different opinions. Read the comments. You'll find opinions from all over the place. We get the same thing on Patreon and talking with our PayPal supporters. People often will say, look, I disagree with you on this one. I think this, I think this, I think this, I think this. Most welcome. Most welcome. And our videos are the same. Underneath, you look underneath the controversial videos, all these different opinions. There'll be different opinions under this one about AI. Some people will say it's a really useful tool, we can use it for all sorts of things. I love those fake UFO videos. Other people will say the fake UFO videos just suckers for dumb people, you know. So you'll get all the different opinions, right? But we've got to do the opinions without the insults, right? Because if we were face to face, would you stand there and have a conversation with someone who's just, you're an idiot, you don't know what you're talking about, you're an idiot, would you listen to them or would you walk away? You know, why should we, I do this every day, 365 days a year, why should I have to listen to that? Not gonna. So, you know, if you've got a different opinion on any of these topics, talk about the topic and your opinion on the topic. This is my opinion on this topic. Wow, and off you go. Off you go. It can be totally 100% different from what I've said. No problem at all. But there's no need for the you. Any comment that has you in it is off the topic, really, isn't it? Because I and my family and everybody else that helps with these videos are not part of the topic. The topic is what we're talking about. Today it's AI and how AI should be used and how we are going to use AI in our videos. So if you leave a comment that's totally different from what I've said, but it's on the topic, it will be still there. If it includes insults, it might not be still there. It's the YouTube terms of service, actually. Anyway, that's that. There'll be some grumpy people, even more grumpy at the moment, but a lot of reasonable people will be sitting there going, yeah, that's fair enough. What's unreasonable about anything I've said? You know, all of you guys obviously have YouTube accounts yourselves. You can make videos saying the exact opposite of what I've just said. Oh, on that too, I had one of my patrons say this week that I'd been getting some abuse from some other person or some insults or something. Another person was making videos insulting. That's fine. That's their right too. I don't care. I haven't watched, I can tell you, I haven't watched a J-vlogger video of anybody else, any other foreigner in Japan making videos about Japan. Probably 14 years. I sort of lost interest in that. When I first went to YouTube, I used to watch a couple of them, but then I just sort of lost interest in it. And so I don't watch any of them anymore. So this guy was talking about some other guy in Japan that was abusing or insulting or something. Don't care. He's entitled to do that. That's his video, right? So if he wants to make a video doing that, that's fine. But I haven't seen it, won't be watching it, not interested. Doesn't matter, does it? I mean, everybody has different opinions. You're not going to keep everybody happy no matter what you do, right? So, you know, this is the beautiful thing about it. This is the beautiful thing about the internet and YouTube. We can choose what we want to watch. And if watching these videos that we make, you enjoy it, fabulous. If you enjoy it enough, please support us. Patreon, PayPal, and Ko-fi is why we can keep doing it, and why we don't care about the occasional unsubscription, because it doesn't affect our income at all. We make about 30 to 40 cents a video from YouTube, 30 to 40 cents. So that's not going to change. We could double our subscribers, then we'd be making 60 to 80 cents a video. So doubling our subscribers has no meaning to us at all, right? Doubling our views, you're still only 60, 80 cents a video, 60, 80 cents a day for the time that gets put in. The only reason we can do it is those Patreon and PayPal and Ko-fi supporters. I've got to tell you too, occasionally we lose one of those too that has a different opinion on what we're doing. You shouldn't talk about that, you shouldn't say that, I disagree, I'm not supporting you anymore. And again, that's sad because that hits our pocket, but again, it's not going to change what we do. And if we lose them, that's really sad, but it's not going to change what we do. The people who do support what we do want us to continue doing it the way we do it. So that's why, you know, that's what we're going to do. We're not going to change just because someone says, I don't like what you do, you stop it or I'm leaving. Okay, bye. Off you go. And the rest of you, thanks for the support, really appreciate it. It's because of you we're still here. More videos coming soon.